Yeah. It's the Friday vibe, the Hugo Smoke Show. No work on the horizon, let the good times flow. Grab a smoke, let's light it up. Stream the show, it's time to erupt. Kick back, unwind, let the laughter ring. Weekends calling, let's smoke and sing. Hugo Smokes is here, the party's alive. Join the fun, this is where we thrive. It's the Friday vibe, the Hugo Smoke Show. No work on the horizon, let the good times flow. Grab a smoke, let's light it up. Stream the show, it's time to erupt. Kick back, unwind, let the laughter ring. Weekends calling, let's smoke and sing. Hugo Smokes is here, the party's alive. Join the fun, this is where we thrive. Let the laughter ring. Weekends calling, let's smoke and sing. Hugo Smokes is here, the party's alive. Join the fun, this is where we thrive.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to episode 68 of the TGIF show. I'm your host, Hugo Smokes. How is everybody doing this lovely morning? Friday, September the 12th. Let me know if audio is good. It's been a while, so I might have forgot how to connect everything. But let's take some roll call. By the way, it seems like Instagram's working fine for lives. People have been saying that there's like a minimum subscriber count now required to go live. I have less than that, which I think it's like 1,000. I think I'm like at 7 something. So I'm not sure if it's like, not sure if the account's grandfathered, if that change is recent or whatever, but I go through StreamYard and I multi stream to YouTube, Instagram, and Rumble at the same time. So it's looking fine from here. Oksana's there, Smoking Baroness is on Instagram. Good morning. And on YouTube, we got AJ in the house. AJ's at his new lake house on his new what is that thing called? A like a little gazebo type of smoking area. That looks baller, bro. Little gandula. So good morning, Stogie Brody in the house. What's up, man? Buenos dias, señor. And Josephus, what's up, man? Audio's fine. Okay, cool. Yeah. No, obviously, I've used the audio with the Stogie Society podcast, but it's always it's always in the back of my mind. It's something that when you do these type of things, you're always very cautious of audio and video stuff. So I mean, I don't know if you guys watch Cigars Daily. They had some issues on Monday night, right? So even like the big dogs have issues sometimes. It's technology. And even with like when everything's set up, sometimes it's like the platform that has issues. Because the episode from Wednesday night for Stogie Society podcast, we had a comment there where typically when you premiere a live a video of whatever, and you miss it and you catch the replay, the chat replay is usually available there for at least 48 to 72 hours following the premiere. For some reason, the episode from Wednesday night does not have that um, uh, does not have the live chat replay available. I don't know why. I checked my StreamYard. It's uploaded, so it should be there. We checked the permissions. Everything's good. So I don't know. Obviously troubleshooted it with Google, and they're saying that sometimes there's glitches. It's happened to my Friday morning lives, and it's available like a day later, 2 days later. So, but anyway, let me introduce this cigar I'm smoking here. It is the La Aurora 120th anniversary cigar. It is a 5x50 Robusto. Actually comes in this sleeve here, but obviously I took it off. And the particulars on this cigar is that it is a Dominican puro, but it's got a very interesting use of tobaccos here. In the wrapper itself, it's a Habano 92. Binder just says DR. And in the filler, it's got Corojo, Olor, and Piloto Cubano tobaccos. So, um, yeah, so just specifics on the leaves themselves. Nice retrohale, very mild, very um approachable on the retrohale. And this cigar was obtained from the Newport Beach Cigar Festival. Um, Obviously didn't have a chance to smoke it there because there was no smoking there, unfortunately. But I'm smoking it now. So give it a shot. Buenos días. Sí, sí, huele bonito. Es todo. My neighbor's saying that he can smell the cigar smoke. Says it smells pretty good. So yeah, so let's see what's going on here. Um Hugo, do you believe in any conspiracy theories? Yeah, man. I think that JFK is still alive and that he's holding out those H Upmans, you know? He's hogging them up. Aliens do exist, and the government knows that, and they're being housed in Area 51 for sure. Yeah. I mean, it's too much of a coincidence with all these like sci-fi movies, the Andromeda Strain, the World of Worlds. How do they know this? How do they know this? Were you thinking of a particular conspiracy theory, or just wondering my thoughts on that? StreamYard has been giving Cigar Avengers hell. Yeah, I haven't heard of that. I haven't talked to Fred or you about it, but there, I think in the last 4 to 6 weeks, they went through a an upgrade. So you probably saw that they have the integrated chat feature on the screen, which I particularly don't like. I think it's too small. Unless you're watching it on your 70-inch TV, it really does no good, um, in my opinion, to have that chat there. I'd rather just populate the comments, which it's not much. So it's no big deal. So I think they're more legible. But there's been like other integrations, other upgrades as far as like features for the user as well. And just as I read on this cigar, the guys from Half Wheel had like trouble. They had like burn issues as well, so it's already starting. It's not a very good burn. Smoking it at around 62% RH. So not sure what's going on. Lizarios and La Parlemete. I believe tariff price increase or conspiracy theory. Shout out to All Saint cigars cost 1910 for lower prices. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a bit. Thank God it's on fucking Friday, Mr. Hugo. Are we having a yes, 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 we are. I've just been, okay, uh so came back from down south, little vacation, whatever. And I don't know what it was. Uh so there's two I have two theories. First theory is and then because we were in Guadalajara, we went to go finish up some details on the wedding, and then we came back to Baja California. I went to Ensenada. My friend got married, so we went there. Guadalajara was all fine and dandy. Come back to Ensenada, and excuse me, the hotel room we booked. They had the split air conditioner models there, so they have the fan on the wall. And from what I know, those fans, they have the vents which they flap or move up and down, right? So they shoot the air so they can circulate whatever. So this one in particular just had the vents pointing down, and I didn't think much of it. I kept staring at it, didn't move. I was like, man, maybe it's static, maybe because it was a smaller unit, whatever. So the last night there, I felt the AC like straight on my face all night. And then the Monday morning, Labor Day, I woke up and dude, I was like all congested, like had buildup, all these things. So I'm thinking the AC blast in my face. It was fucking super cold in there. For some reason, my fiance was like, "Leave the fucking AC on all night." She never does that. I don't know what the hell is going on. And then another thing I noticed was that at the wedding, it was at a vineyard, right, Valle de Guadalupe. I think it's a new venue. So I noticed that the staff, they were the glasses using for the drinks, um, they were being washed like in a big tub. So I didn't see like running water. So I don't know if like they were just kind of like just rinsing them, like not really washing them properly. So everybody's bacteria got mixed up and stuff, like, so maybe caught something from there. I have no idea, so the thing is that I came back and I was feeling like crap. So I last Friday I just wasn't feeling it. So gave myself a break, even like smoking personally. you know I just had a cigar last Saturday, and I was able to taste the cigar, uh, just a few notes. So I think I still, had something going on. Wednesday night was a little bit better with the podcast. On the palate, this cigar is like whatever's, but on the retrohale is really nice, really nice. I don't like men's no more conspiracy. Josephus, I don't think the human race was that very long. Sperm banks would, for sure. Hugo is a I without the I. What the hell? He was Argentinian descent. There you go, and a direct descendant of you know who. Oh, we got B in the house. What's up, B? Been a while, man. Fake Hughes, J.K. Hugo. It's all good. It's all good. Uh, Quanta Lijara was my nickname in high school. What the hell, Josephus? That's crazy. So that's it, and I'm back. And Cigar Collective saying soft. Sometimes you gotta be, just gotta take care of yourself. Um, but yeah, had a pretty interesting experience there down in Casa del Habano in Guadalajara. So I was in particular looking for some petite Corona cigars, or even maybe Coronas, um, for our wedding cocktail hour. Unfortunately, they didn't have any petite Coronas in stock. They had the Bolivar #2, which I smoked there. Um, and it's a good cigar. I don't know if it's it just depends. I think it would make a pretty good cocktail cigar. It doesn't really take more than an hour for some people. For me, it took like an hour and 10 minutes. So it's like right there, right on the threshold that I was looking for. Yeah, very wonky burn line. Uh, so the guys at Half Wheel smoked three of them, and all three had burn issues. So it seems like, whatever. The leaves are. Maybe you need to smoke this one really dry, sub 60, right? I don't know. Anyway, the one thing I did notice was that even at the Casa de Lavano, I saw the prices marked up. I would say like 5 to 15% from the last time I visited. So you could already see that that the Cuban price hike is taking effect. The one thing I was really surprised about was that was the first time I actually see a Casa Lavano stock Bejiques. So that was pretty cool. And they even had the Cohiba 55th Aniversario, which was a even more rare cigar. Bejiques that had the 52s, 54s, and 56s, not the 58s yet. You know, uh, but I think those were I guess fairly priced for the market. The 52 was around $250, which is it's a pretty good price if you can get it at that price. I wish that could be my wedding cigar, but I'm not gonna be able to enjoy the entire of the cigar. So for what, I don't have the time. I need like 2 hours for that one. So too bad. When traveling to foreign countries, avoid frozen water cubes in your rivers. I got sick. Yeah, yeah, but what are you supposed to do, bro? Fucking drink hot cocktails? It's just a risk you're gonna have to take, bro. Uh the Davidoff apron. Oh yeah, the chef special. What's up, Steven? Epicurean Smokes. No, no, no. I didn't get that, dude. It was like this time it was just here, like in the sinus, you know, and not even like fever or like nothing like that. It was like flu-like symptoms, I guess, like just like a bunch of congestion, just runny nose, really sore throat though. So I just took some over-the-counter stuff, and I'm saying it helped. Maybe it was just the rest. Maybe it was just staying off of these for a while. I don't know, man. I've always wanted to see that place, bro. You've been in hiatus for a while, man. You're not active on the Discords, nothing. What's up, Eric? So I ended up ordering some Ramon Ayones. Uh, what are they called? Their club Coronas. I think they're four and a quarter by like 42, 44. So that should be a pretty good smoke, and I hope that they smoke good. So once I get them, I'll let them sit for a while, and then I'll try one out. So see how they are. Eric Guadalajara. JD, he was making a joke about hiatus, I think. Dude, I forgot about Instagram. What's up? We got Go Sketch Ends Up, Hector Mector, the Night 973, and my boy Cigars and Music. He actually works at a B&M there in San Antonio, I think, at Finks. They got a pretty good array of cigars there. The local honeys. Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Local honeys. Unfortunately, I was with my fiance, so I don't know about that. But I did have some tea with honey when I came back that she prepared for me, and I think that helped also. No, so that petit corona will for me will be like 45 to 50 minutes. So that'll be perfect for me because that's the time I'm gonna have. Um, but I was talking about the vejiga. I probably need 2 hours. The corona I smoked at Casa del Habano was about an hour and 10 minutes. That was a 5 by 44 or 42. Number two, Bolivar. Really good smoke. Bro, trust me, man. We had a surplus of alcohol that weekend. Like, when you go to Mexico, like that is like for sure, you know, it just fucking rains, bro. It rains. So um yeah. And I brought back some 7-year age Havana Club bottles. Very good. Uh I tasted the Selección, I think, at Steven's house, Epicurean Smokes, for his birthday. Those weren't available at the place I went to in Baja, but they are available at the distributor in Guadalajara, which I'm gonna supply my alcohol from. So might be picking up a bottle of that one, and then there's another one for you rum connoisseurs that I looked up. Um, and I sent it to Steven actually. So it is the uh rum. It is the Matu Salem Gran Reserva and the Ron Eminente de Cuba, 7 year as well. Very nice. The Eminente has like has the crocodile pattern on the glass itself. It looks very nice and elegant. And those are just like very smooth, very approachable rums. So even like for a beginner, you know, on the rocks, no big deal. Even Hugo got, hey, what the hell is that supposed to mean? What's up, Juan? Good morning, bro. Transferred from Instagram over to YouTube for sure. I need to up my vitamins. Yeah, so mentioned that Juan, he's cigars and music on Instagram. He works at Finks in San Antonio. And you know, he gets a lot of the new stuff. I saw he smoked already the My Father Blue, which I think he liked, and several other new stuff. So pretty lucky guy to have, you know, the new releases available to him. What's up, Eric Midnight Cigars on Instagram? What's up, boy? What's up, man? Welcome. How's it going, bro? What are you up to? You need some vitamin D, son. What's up, Crespin Cigar Apostle? How you doing, brother? Yeah, the retro on this cigar is where it's at, man. The palate, it's all right. Got lots of citrus, chocolate, bitterness. It's almost like woody. It's got like a very herbal spice on the palate, but on the retro, it's like semi-sweet. It's got some woody notes coming in, like a woody medley of cedar, maybe like hickory. And the sting and the sinus is like very approachable, like 2 to 3 clicks out of 10. So I know that they have a Lancero also for the 120th, I believe. I'm not sure if it's 120th or it's just like a Lancero, a new one, but very excited to try that one because I'm a Lancero whore, right? Eric Minute Cigars on Instagram saying, not bad, bro. Just been working. Nice, bro. Workaholic. Juan saying he's doing inventory as he watches the live stream. Thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate that. Madre Tierra Cigars. If you get the opportunity, get some. Okay. Never heard of Madre Tierra, but again, this is why the cigar community is awesome, right? Like, you know, you get recommendations from different people because just so many cigars out there, man. You know, um, it's, I don't know, you just can't, you know, you kind of like get caught up with like certain labels or certain marcas, and then you just, you know, rabbit hole down that path and forget about everything else sometimes. Um, oh, it's the 120th anniversary from La Aurora, and I think this is like my second La Aurora cigar. Um, yeah, I haven't smoked many La Auroras. I don't know. They just really didn't really draw my attention at all. I don't know why. And this one's just having construction issues galore. Um, yeah. So the 120th, as I mentioned, sweet beef with a whisper of rosemary. Oh, hey now. I've actually gotten like a rosemary type of note on a cigar before. Nothing good. I mean, it's all right. It's nothing that, you know, that's knocking me out of my socks. They're shit. What was it? They have a bourbon or whiskey. It was actually pretty good, which I got to taste um at the Newport Beach Festival. And it's named after I think their founder, their owner, Leon or something like that. So, and it's like they got a variety like 5, 7, 10 year age. Kingpin Luxury K Plux on Instagram. What's up, man? Good morning. Welcome to the TGIF live. I want to try their Cameroon. Javi said it's decent. Cameroon, did I hear about that one? Maybe. Yeah, it's a brand that you don't really, hear about. I think it's more like um there's like a small group of people that small klitsch, that really are into La Aurora. I don't really chase after them as well. We have La Aurora here. We just got Fuerte Sol this past Wednesday. For sure, man. For sure. And speaking of new releases, there's a new cigar from going into some cigar news. I just been kind of like reading up on like stuff like that. The Especially because I like some of their stuff from La Aroma de Cuba. They're having a Habano Reserve blend, which is new addition to their portfolio. This one features an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper over binders and fillers from Nicaragua, Esteli, Jalapa, and Namanji. Namanji. Never heard of that one before. Sounds like Jumanji. And that one's made at my father. Actually, wait. No, those tobaccos are grown by the Garcia family, who rolls a cigar at my father. This one's made at where is it made at? I know it's owned by Ashton. Ashton owns La Roma de Cuba, but I guess it's made. Let me see. The Nicaraguan tobaccos were grown in the. It doesn't say where it's made at, but it's a $9.85 cigar. Most La Roma de Cubas are not ridiculously priced. When I first started smoking, I was really into the Mi Amor Reserva, the one with the red band. Um, and it says that it's going to be a 6x52 Toro. Not sure if it's a box press. La Roma de Cuba has a lot of box press cigars. All right, getting cumin and anise now. Fucking Edgar's favorite notes there on the palate. So that's a release that's coming up, which was actually new to me. I learned this one from Tim at Cigars Daily on his last premiere video. So we got that coming up. And let's see what else we got here. Oh, the one thing I wanted to say before I forget is that, and just because I recently smoked, Juan is saying that that's a really good. Wait, what is it? La Roma de Cuba, New Habano. They got it in. Yeah, try it out, man. Let us know. Let us know how it is. King Ping Luxury saying, "What's up? What's up, man? Just chilling here, smoking this Aurora 120th anniversary, which I should probably take off the band already." Yeah, and there's a QR code here that you can scan and I guess like learn all about it, which is pretty cool. That's the second cigar I see that has that one. The first one was the Stoic by Vance Taylor. Yeah, Retro Hell still tame, still nice. There's like a that herbal um note on the palate retro. It's becoming more of like a medicinal type of note. That bitter note you get after you get a shot of NyQuil or whatever cough medicine you use. So take that with a grain of salt. Oh, so getting back to the no manji's way. Yeah, bro. What the hell? Shout out to storytelling. Smoke a cigar or watch or listen to someone tell a story is fun. Oh yeah, man. And I think that's why like Pick Jimmy has like a huge audience because he really does a good job at just conversating with the camera because that's essentially what he's doing, right? And telling a story or portraying something. It takes a lot of talent to do that. I think I mean, just being here, I think it takes like some type of talent. Oh, okay. So Casa 1910. I'm pretty sure you guys saw. If you guys follow me on Instagram, if you're in the Discords, I smoked their Cuchillo Parado, which is one of my favorite Casa 1910 cigars. That one, and now their bundle releases of Mex cigars, really good cigars, especially for the price. Um, I think they're great, um, and very curious to see how those things are gonna age, man. So need to grab a few and then just stash them in the huming. You know what I mean? I think Manolo did a good job there. But if you guys didn't see, they are going through a significant restructuring of their company, um, including price cuts and a $3 million funding budget for upcoming releases, restructuring of the company. So, just to give some examples, their cigars are usually like their core lines are like 17, 18 bucks average. Like El As de Oros, El Jilguero, El Lucero. And by the way, if you don't know Casa 1910 pays tribute to the Mexican Revolution. They offer three different lines or cigar groupings in their portfolio. Includes the Revolutionary Edition, Cavalry Edition, and the Soldadera Edition. So, Revolutionary, it is the tribute to significant places where the revolution took place. One of them being El Cuchillo Parado, which is in Chihuahua, Mexico. Another one is, I think, Tierra Blanca. Cavalry Edition pays tribute to the horses of the Mexican Revolution, which is, they include the As de Oros, El Jilguero, Lucero. And then the Soldadera Edition pays tribute to the women that fought in the Mexican Revolution. So there's like two or three women that made themselves pass as men to fight in the Mexican Revolution. So some very brave, butchy women that fought in the Mexican Revolution. And I think one of them is Teniente something. I forgot the name. And some, being Mexican puros with tobacco from the uh, San Andres Valle, located in Veracruz, Mexico. So it's pretty cool. Um, that Cuchillo Parado is definitely one that is a Mexican puro. MSA binder and filler, and it's got a Sumatra seed leaf that's grown in Mexico. So pretty interesting. It's earthy, it's spicy, it's semi-sweet. I love the retrohale on that cigar. Originally I was introduced to that cigar by Sal Jenko, my buddy. He gifted me a whole 10 count box. The first day I met him, he's like, "Oh, I got this for you," and I was like, "What the fuck?" Um, so smoked that, and I was like, "Damn, this cigar is pretty good, man." It lined up with my palate. Since then, I've been kind of refilling that box, so and sharing it with my friends. Um, so yeah, if you haven't dwelled into Casa 1910, I think they're worth a try. For me, the Calvary edition is a little bit too spicy for my palate. I just think there's because it's got like a lot of like I think that one has the Nicaraguan fillers, so really punchy style Nicaraguan tobacco in it. So it doesn't really align with me, but as much as the other ones. So anyway, for example, El Cavalry Edition, El As de Oros is now going to be 12.85, which used to be like, 16, $17. Hilguero is a 6 by 60. Didn't smoke that one because 6 by 60. It's 13.50 from like 17, $18. And the Luceros also 13.25. So, they're ranging about 25% off reduction, which is nice, you know, for people that like those profiles. Um, and again, I'm assuming they're coming up with new blends for 2026, hopefully. So we'll see. That's something that we'll stay alert for. See what's going on with that. Let's see what's going on Instagram. Instagram, we got Keen Brandon Lee joining us. What's up, man? Where are you joining us from? Oh, they got a sample of it. All right, nice. So it was good. Hopefully the rest you know, are good as well. Robo tripping. Is Cuchillo Parado and Innuendo? Maybe, but if it's not, I got something parado for you too. I'm writing a Medea style screenplay about cigars and tariffs called Tarifa. Oh, nice. Are you gonna release it on your YouTube channel, bro? That'd be sick. Okay, here's one that I think I smoked before. It's like a double robusto, right? Like a 5 by something by like 54. Oh, the other one is Teniente Coronel. Coronela? Something like Angela, something like that. Angela. So, I mean, I like the story behind it more than anything. Being Mexican American, something cool. Also, love American tobacco cigars as well, right? So we got to support. Um, Another thing that I wanted to share with you is about PCA. Uh, yeah, gentleman on the board of PCA, Joshua Habruski, got his contract extended to 2023. Apparently, this guy has done a very good job there at PCA. So now he's going to be serving both as CEO and executive director for another 5 years. And some people in the and on Instagram on social media posted about this already. Um, there's some key points about this guy where he um I had this here. I lost him now, but yeah, I guess he was a key player in some development at PCA. Don't really follow like the PCA stuff very close as I should, but we'll see. Hopefully, he can help fight the whole um, you know, premium cigars versus infused cigars type of thing, where they want to, group the regular stuff with the infused stuff. Yeah, we gotta stop describing cigars as like cherry forward and fucking, all these fucking flavors. We just gotta say they suck. Maybe that'll help alleviate the tax that they're trying to put on it. Ay, papá, muy gracioso. So that's a 5 by 50. Okay. Petit Corona. What's good? Sips and sticks. Um, Connecticut wrapper, Dominican binder, and Mexican filler. Nice. Funny guys. Awesome. Other than that, it's there's something about STG, Scandinavian Tobacco Group, which owns General Cigars, I believe. Um, what are they doing? They're basically reporting their fucking $1 million fucking profits. No, actually, it's saying net profit dropped 26%, 23% over a year. So what's going on with that? Are we buying more Cubans, or are we making our own tobaccos now, our own cigars? So you know, I don't know if you can see this, but when the cigar burns like that, I call it like dirty smoke. It doesn't seem like a clean burn. Seems like it's burning like, seems like the tobacco is like too wet. Kind of like when you have like a bad smoker, you know. So for sure, man, this one should be smoked very dry, and I didn't box dry this one. It's been in my humidor. Um, uh, so maybe should be like 58, 57. Okay, if you could be any Vitola, what Vitola would you be? I'll be like a double robusto, bro. I'm kind of thick up here, so, and thick down there and short. Hey, but speaking of describing people, fucking innocent man, he fucking cracked me up when he talking shit about Peter on that picture, dude. Okay, so now I'm wondering, uh, how tall is Nick Molino tall? Cause like if you notice the picture, like fucking cigar side chats is like towering over Nick Melillo, and then in the picture with Nick Melillo and Peter, like Nick Melillo's towering over fucking Peter. So I'm like, wait, what's going on here? What's up, bro? Sal saying he's shorter Russo. Sal, you're a fucking diadema, bro. You're like the most uh most luxurious Vitola, most awesome Vitola out there, bro. You're a gem. Sal, that's deep. I'm like that sometimes. Right. That's probably a reason why. Um, kind of like a topic we covered in the Stoic Society podcast when we talked about those Cohiba red dots versus that Connecticut, which is always like kind of like sold out and it's so expensive. Probably their like most sold um blend, right? how I like it, bro. Necio. Hugo is like a petite Corona. I would take that, like as far as like the height, but no, because well, I've been kind of like leaning down, so maybe, bro, maybe. But gotta be like something thicker because I got the thickness, bro. Shark Kings for the win, bro, for sure. Este pinche hologram es como un toro gordo extra, like a 6 and a eighth by 58 at least, or 60 for sure. Pinche hologram. I think Nick is normal. Peter's small. That's what my I didn't want to say anything because like these guys are already talking too much shit, man. So yeah, Sal's definitely Diadema Fina, bro. He is a gem. He is one of the most um fancy Vitolos out there for sure, man. I can say that. And I'm not just trying to toot his horn. He's awesome. He could be a little pest sometimes, though. He might, sometimes he wakes up on the wrong side of the bed and he's just having a bad day, and it's like, don't even talk to Sal. But when he's on a good day, man, he's the most charming person I one of the most charming persons I've ever met. So, but yeah, Sal's awesome. Look at this thing. It's crazy. So that's already like 2 or 3 relights. Um, I don't know, man. It's Oh, what's up, Angelito? My cigar of the day. What's up, bro? Chilling, bro. Um, I'm about to wrap up this La Aurora's 120th anniversary here. It's all right. I would say pick up a single or a pair of these to try out. Nothing too crazy. Retro Hell was really nice. So just for that, I would say you can smoke it here in the morning. Um, hey, burning my fucking hat. But I like it because it's got the spice that doesn't linger. Um, it's not very off-putting, not very aggressive. So it finishes off very nice. Not like those cigars where like you get the spice, you get a kick, and it just fucking stays with you like to the end of the cigar, basically. It never like you know it lingers off. So another thing in the cigar industry, this is for you JC Newman lovers. Final release of the Jaguar and Diamond Crown Black Diamond lines are going to be happening sometime between now and the end of the year. The Jaguar was a very interesting cigar for me. Didn't really hit my palate as much as or as good as other people. Um, interesting concept, fermentation behind it. If you guys have smoked it or looked into it, but the Black Diamond hit a little bit better for me. Um, this is my palate. But obviously they both come from JC Newman, very very reputable brand, strong portfolio, and let's see what do we got here. Blackwork Studio, another brand that doesn't really tickle my fancy. Releasing the Tiger Saurus, a limited 10-year anniversary cigar made in Nicaragua via Fábrica Oveja Negra. And I think they have a cigar also called Oveja Negra, I think, or something like that. I don't know. Maybe Texas, he knows a lot about this Blackwork stuff and Black Label Trading Company and all these other brands. So This is a brand here that um our buddy, dude, I hate all these fucking cookie, dude. Ugh. Yes, I am of legal age. What the? So Natura is a, I want to say it's a new brand. Um, they're the ones who actually, and Steven, correct me if I'm wrong. One of the ones that are also experimenting with high altitude tobacco. In particular, this they're experimenting with like a hybrid type of tobacco strain. But they're announcing a Petite Corona, which is a 4x39. Uh, and it's saying here, based on from Cigar Journal, it's crafted entirely from tobaccos grown on the company's Altura farm. Altura means, height. Located at more than 4,500 feet above sea level in Constanza. The blend, the wrapper, and binder are all Dominican, aged for 4 years. Dominican puro. I fuck with Dominicans puros, so Petit Corona might try that one out. Been out a few years, okay, but it's new for me. When you came back from PCA, that was the first time I heard of it. So yeah, and I think so. This one's 4,500 feet. Placencia's farm is what, 3,500, 3,800. So yes, yes. So interesting. It's got a nice what is that? Uh, Freaking white flying horse. Makes sense. It's flying, right? Yeah, and I think Steven smoked one of the cigars at PCA. He said it was pretty good, or at least enjoyable during PCA, which I'm sure he didn't pay much attention to, but you know. So yeah, um, that's what's coming up in the next few weeks, I believe. Um, Other than that, not aware of anything else that's coming up. Nothing that kind of like comes to mind at the moment. But yeah, so this cigar is becoming a crescendo cigar as far as like spice and like body and flavor and strength and everything. Let's forget to take pictures. Guess I'll take a picture like this. La Aurora. Met the guy Willie from La Aurora at the Newport Beach cigar event. Pretty cool guy. And I think it was the guy from he's a rep for Davidoff. I forget his name. Awesome dude. Or it might have been it's a guy that looks like him, and he's also from La Aurora. But he was the one that was introducing their bourbon. But again, these guys are like salespeople, right? So they should have like a likable personality at least, right? Or at least know how to talk to people because that's their job, right? Sell cigars. Yeah, this cigar here in particular is one of those where like as the smoke comes in, it touches your tongue, you automatically get that. I'm describing it as like a bitter, zesty, woody spice that hits the palate. On the finish, it turns herbal. And then after the finish, like if you kind of like just retro, just like the lingering leftover uh what flavor on your tongue, it's like a smoky type of wood. So the spice diminishes off the tongue, rolls off the tongue, and you get that smoky uh sensation. Sting is still like 2 to 3 clicks out of 10. Uh, very nice, semi sweet. Now it's like buttery, like milk fat on the retro. Helps to have a freaking dude. I keep my lighters out here, ex- well, not exposed to the elements, but like in a box. And I don't know if it's just the lighters themselves or it's the environment that's messing them up because a lot of these torch lighters, like this one here, quad torch lighter, huge lighter, but I like the fact that it has like a cigar rest. So when I go somewhere that I know that they're not gonna have ashtray, I always take that one. And this one also has the groove for the cigar. So so you don't put it like on the table or stuff like that, and you just ash somewhere. But look at just the igniters, they just go out so quick. So I don't know if it's that I'm keeping it out here, or the cigar lighters are just sucky. They're the free ones that everybody's got. Uh, Angel, my cigar, they saying that blend is so yeah. It's like I said, I would recommend 1 or 2 cigars of these. Pick it up, try it out for yourself. If it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, then I enjoy. There's a lot of peeps less than 6 feet. I'm 5'7". Very funny whenever I give the dude. I feel you, bro. It's like if you ever meet Enzo, it's gonna be like the same situation because Enzo's like fucking tower, bro. He's fucking tall, bro. He fucking has to like. I'm like, dude, don't fucking lean over. Just shake my hand, bro. Don't make me feel short, motherfucker. Hmm. No, you would be like a Longsdale, bro. Maybe, probably, or because you're pretty skinny. You're pretty thin. So maybe a petite lancero. There you go, petite lancero for sure. So, anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. This is episode 68 of the Stogie Society of the TGIF show. Man, too many podcasts on my mind. Uh, yeah, he's picked me up before, bro. He's fucking being silly like that. I'm definitely a double robusto. Órale, vato. Hey, thanks for tuning in, bro. Appreciate it. Again, I appreciate that I got smoking weather now. Oh, that's another reason why last Friday was so hot as well. So with the condition here, and then like it was like hot and muggy, no good. It's like perfect right now. It's overcast, actually like cloudy, cloud cover. Um, Beautiful weather to smoke in. I'm usually fully clothed when I smoke cigars. You gotta be like Hunter, bro, fully nude. Give me that. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys, and I will catch you guys on the Discords. I will catch you guys on the virtuals. All right. Have a great weekend. Smoke bangers.
Thanks for tuning in today. Hope you had some fun and smoked a great cigar. Let's keep the good vibes going all weekend long.
Hugo Smokers is out, gonna let the day begin. Don't forget to sub and like to always bring you cheer. Hugo Smokes is out, gonna let the day begin. Don't forget to sub and like to always bring you cheer.
Thanks for tuning in today. Hope you had some fun and smoked a great cigar. Let's keep the good vibes going all weekend long.
Hugo Smokers is out, gonna let the day begin. Don't forget to sub and like to always bring you cheer.